Howdy everyone. Today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Halo Reach Grunt Ultra action figure set by McFarlane Toys. This set is part of Series 1 of the Halo Reach line of action figures and was first released towards the end of 2010. I found this set at a Target for $10.99. Taking a look here at the figure in the package, you can see this Grunt, an Ultra version of the Grunt, and it comes with quite a few accessories, which is kind of neat. And this particular figure has 22 moving parts on it. Taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see figures from the Halo Reach line of Wave 1. We have here a Spartan Hazop in, looks like a gray color here. A Spartan Mark V in red. We have Emil, Spartan Hazop in, looks like olive green. Jorge, a Spartan Hazop in yellow. Noble 6, Grunt Ultra, and an Elite Miner in blue. We'll go ahead and be right back and have this guy out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have the Grunt Ultra out of the package, and this is a very interesting figure. He's really quite packed with a lot of stuff for a little guy. I don't know if it's to compensate for the lack of size, but he does come with a few accessories. And I did say little because yeah, he's slightly smaller than a Halo Reach figure, and for size comparisons I'll go ahead and line him up with Emil here, the only other Halo Reach figure I have opened so far. And as you can see, he comes up to about Emil's shoulder there, with this little pack unit that he's got. His head comes slightly below that. So he's a smaller enemy. I don't follow the game, so I don't know if this is one of the fodder aliens that you actually take out during the course of the game or not, but his name is Grunt, but he's an Ultra version of the Grunt, so I guess he's a little bit above the Grunt Miner, I guess. But taking a look at this figure here and the accessories that I've already put onto the figure, it's actually quite neat. And it's a lot of detail on this guy, and that's one thing that McFarlane's known for, is the detail on here, and also decently articulated, which McFarlane is not really known for on there. But taking a look at this guy, well, actually let's take a look at the grenades here. He comes with these 3 purple colored grenades, but I couldn't find anywhere to put the grenades onto the figure. The grenades have these peg holes here, and I can't find anywhere on the figure to place these grenades. If anyone is more familiar with this figure than I am, please leave a comment down below and let me know where I can place these grenades at. Otherwise they just may go to another figure altogether. But this set does come with 3 of them, and if I don't lose them first, because they're quite small and they roll around quite easily. This Grunt Ultra also wields a pistol, and he grips it, or it grips it fairly well. On here, some more detail on the this pistol here. I guess that's supposed to be an energy beam on this end here, and the grip is over here. Nice color combination. This is a purple, not a blue that's showing up on the video, but you got some smattering of yellow and a touch of silver here and there. It's kind of neat. On the other side there is a peg here, where you can I guess place it onto the figure, but there are no peg holes that I can find on the figure as well, so kind of interesting there. But this is I guess the energy pistol or laser pistol that comes with the Grunt Ultra. And another accessory piece here is this helmet, which is kind of neat. You can see some of the details on there. You can see some highlights of color around here. Oh, this is part of the mask, but here on the helmet you can see a little bit of blue there. I don't know if a little bit of white shows up on top here, and is actually removable. You just go ahead and lift that up. You can see the Grunt Ultra here has a mask as well. And somewhere the detail on the helmet on there. It's kind of neat. And the mask, you can see some details in the mask. If I can get into focus here. And it's actually kind of neat. It's got more of the blue highlights on there. And this mask is removable as well. And it's kind of neat on there. Pretty cool. And one other removable piece is this backpack type of unit. Looks like a turbine to me, but it's actually quite heavy, and once you have it attached to the figure through a peg, the figure becomes back heavy, so you really have to play around with the legs here just to get him standing upright without falling back on there. And putting this unit onto the figure's back was not an easy feat. Let me see if I can actually pull it apart here. May have to pull it apart off screen here. There we go. There's the back unit removed. You can see the peg hole where the backpack goes into, and the peg here. And when I had this figure out of the package and I tried to attach this unit, it's very difficult because these two pieces here were in the way. And I don't know if this one seems to be glued in, but this one came off, which made it a lot easier to put the unit onto the figure, because if you try to line up the peg hole, you can see here this piece gets in the way on the other side here and will not allow you to put the unit onto the figure. And so I pulled on it, and it came off the peg hole. Once that's out of the way, you can actually just peg it in on there, and you can squeeze this back into the hole, and it'll fit okay on there. But pretty nice. But taking a look at the figure here, and just loads of detail. You can see this critter's face is really got some handsome features there, and but lots of detail. And you can see parts. I don't know if it's armor parts, part of the helmet that's still on the figure that's sculpted in. He's got beady eyes there, painted in silver. Nice sculpt there with the row of teeth, and the mouth there painted in red. It's kind of neat. And you can see the front part of the armor here, and I don't know, this crustaceous type of skin on there. It's really cool. You can see lots of bumps in there. Very nicely painted as well. You can see some color red there on the highlights. And of course you got more sculpting detail on the torso, and the feet here has got really interesting detail on this figure just overall. You get 3 toes and a back toe, which with just the right positioning, it actually provides a lot of stability on there. So the only problems I really had with this figure are the loose joints at the knees here, and at the elbows they're rather loose, but otherwise a really neat figure on here. Very, very detailed. I really like this figure. Going over the articulation, the head has got two ball joints, one at the top of the neck here at the base of the head, and one at the base of the neck. They allows the head to go all the way around and up and down on the neck, and then you can further articulate the neck on a ball joint. You can see it's going side to side, up and down, and you can actually have that go all the way around. So you can have some decent poses with just the head and neck combination alone, which is kind of neat. The arms do go all the way around. They do go out and in just a little bit, and no bicep swivel, and just hinge at the elbow, single hinge there. The hands are preformed on there. The torso has some articulation that seems to be on a pegged ball joint there, and you can have it go down, up, not very far to the back due to this back piece here, which is separate from the back unit there. And it does go all the way around on the torso, and side to side as well. Really neat. I like that torso joint. The weakest joints on this figure are really at the hips here, and it's just a basic swivel joint on here, and it's very tight, and you really have to get a good grip to move the swivel around. And it doesn't help that these joints here at the knees here are kind of pointed out, so they stick in your thumb when you try to grab onto that. The knees are on a single joint, which is hinged, and that's it for articulation. Overall, I really like this figure and plan to get more, just to army build these guys. I know there's a Grunt Miner in Series 2. I think it's got a different back design and doesn't have the helmet, but has a mask on there and a different set of weapons. So I may get a combination of those Grunt Miners and Grunt Ultras. And I think it's a different paint scheme as well. But very nice figure for fodder, that's for sure, for the noble team, I guess, to take out on here. But this is my casual peek into the Halo Reach Grunt Ultra action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.